night for Robin Hood this time, and oops. So yep, today we're just going over Robin Hood, and yeah, Robin Hood was one of those characters I didn't dislike, but I didn't really find too much about him when I played as him a while ago. But he was just him. I wasn't too fond of his character in the anime either. I just kind of felt like he was just there to be there. To be completely honest, I actually enjoyed his master in the anime more than I enjoyed him. Which is saying something, actually. When masters are usually the forgettable part, besides those few in between, such as Shiro and, you know, like, you have like Shiro, he's memorable. Any of the Tosakas, fuck, I want to say Eisenhower, but I don't want to say that because, you know, I'm not sure if that's actually her name, but, fuck, I could Google it, but I'm too lazy. But yeah, guys, no, today we're just going over Robin Hood. My opinion on him isn't too fond, but it's not bad. I can crack a few jokes about him. And I mean, in this game, I've actually enjoyed him more than I would in the actual show. Cause yeah, it's one of those things. But I've always just kind of iffy on him. I was never too fond, but never disliked him really. I didn't see nothing too spectacular. So again, I haven't set nothing on him on this account, so I'm gonna just throw that off. I think. Shit, not even the install skills up here. But unlike some of my other servants, I don't have him, or he is maxed out, so yes. Although I will say, you know, after taking a lot of consideration, he is surprisingly powerful. He does have some pretty good moves that's like, holy shit, for an archer, man, that's pretty strong. So it also turns out Robin's a very likable character, I guess. I guess a lot of people like Robin Hood. I'm taking this and saying this because, you know, I'm in a community, and it's pretty much where we all talk about fate this, fate that, you know. Although it's centered around more specific things, but someone in the community asked, what servants would we have? Like, if we were to have a team of servants, what servant would be in what class type deal, and pretty much Robin Hood was actually a very popular answer. I've seen him, like, the first time I'm like, wow, Robin Hood? And then, you know, shortly after I start seeing more and more Robin Hoods, and I'm like, huh. So that made me want to replay as him again, and because of their response, I'm like, maybe it's something in the game that made them want to think that, or just something like that. I don't, with how memorable he was in the anime, I forgot everything about him. I just remember that bastard was in the general place, like, his master was in a tower, like an old castle-like tower, and Robin found the forest. And we met one of the two masters that's manipulating some of the shit, so I want to say, yeah, manipulating, I think that's the best way of putting it, but still besides the point. Now let's get onto the active skills, because I don't want to waste time here, because, you know, there's no point. But when I was playing Robin, I've noticed, you know, he's very much a coward, actually. I've never seen him once go hand to hand with somebody. From my memory, I don't remember him ever going and sparring up close. But then again, archer classes don't do that. But, I mean, he has a pretty solid attack of 1,500 with the same amount of defense, so he's equaled out to Nameless with power-wise, but he, on the other hand, is not as up close. You know, he's specializes more back lane fighting, kind of like a sniper. That's pretty much what he is. I think that's the best way to put it, where Nameless was a sniper with a shotgun in his hand type deal. Like, he has a rifle, he has, you know, his you know, he's far range, but you know, he's also very much in your face. I'm gonna use close range items as well, type deal. But you know, while playing as fuck, what was his name? Robin Hood. It's right in front of me, and it takes me that long to remember. Okay, I'm stupid. But while playing as Robin Hood, you know, when I did for the trial runs and stuff like that, I don't think he was too bad from my memory. I mean, I'm looking at my notes. I don't have too much on him. I have pretty much everything I typically have in the guide. I didn't really put nothing too spectacular about him because, you know. But from what my guide said, I would definitely put down Poison Arrowhead as one of the abilities. This does a 23.4 attack damage, and it has a 9-second cooldown. This is an archer class skill too, so woohoo, you got that in for him. This is pretty much going to just shoot a poison arrow at your fucking enemy. That's it. And that's kind of one of the things I do kind of like about Robin Hood here is he's not flashy. I'm gonna pose after my attack and giant explosion behind me. I'm not naming off any names, but Nero with her damn her active skill attack or drive attack or whatever you want to call it, where she, you know, dashes forward, and you've seen it. If you haven't, go to the guide and watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about, or just look it up. But yeah, Poison Arrowhead is very strong, and it's a farther ranged attack, or by farther range I mean long range. I mean, it could also be considered a medium long ranged attack to a long range, but that's why I said farther back, because I didn't want to say and assume, because I don't know exactly how far back this would go. So next, it was a questionable thing, because from my notes, I actually did say I do have quite a few things I kind of enjoyed about them, like the attachment shrapnel. Pretty much just launched off a fucking a flame grenade, really. And it has some pretty decent power and a cooldown, and isn't an area attack. Now, looking at my notes, I don't think I listed if it put down any sort of like if it had a knockback to it, but just in case, I'm gonna say it does not have a knockback to it, just because I don't know. I forgot to put that down in my notes, so yeah, real smart on my half. But yeah, that was a fun move. It's definitely a fun move to have, and for the setup I'm going to show you, I'm going to be changing things out of my guide. Like, because he has quite a few skills I don't mind using, much like some of the other servants, he has more I use and actually kind of enjoyed using. But I would definitely say of all of his attacks, I mean, triple kick was another nice thing as well, mainly because it's much like Nero's Tempest, where you do dash, you know, not dash, but and Tomino's little kicks and stuff. I recommend it, although yes, both not Nero, but Tomino and Robin Hood are support roles. I do like having something for up close combat, just in case you get SOL, and that's where, you know, either attachment shrapnel. Fuck off, game. I'm gonna just call it attach. No, I can't. I'm gonna just call it shrap from now on, cause yeah. And triple kick. Those are one of the two skills I would put on for him. Now they both have an attack of 14.39. One's an area attack. The other one's a rush attack skill. The area attack is the shrap, which is a 10-second cooldown, where the triple kick is an 8-second cooldown, but is rush attack. And I like having rush attacks, because even then, that could also help you GTFO, get the fuck out of there, you know? And at the very least, I don't remember too much if the flame grenade would make a little knockback, so. But just in case, I'm gonna put on the shrapnel. This is kind of where I'm gonna differ on this one, because, you know, I'm taking and jumping the thing. Next, I mean, usually, you know, if I was thinking about making a buff on him, but his buff isn't too good, although it is a restriction skill, which I think is one of the first few restriction skills I've seen. It wasn't too impressive when I used it, and I wasn't too fond of it at all, so, I mean, it's not about attack power all the time to me, or cooldown, it's just about how smooth it feels to play and stuff like that, and I had enemies balls out run right into my nerve round and said fuck you to me, and yeah. So in a matter of perspective, it's rather useless in my opinion. Although I will say, next I will put guaranteed, with no questions asked, Hunter's Reign. There's an attack power of 20.15, cooldown of 11 seconds, archer class skill. Much like the poison arrowhead, both of them are archer class skills, and both are rather strong. This one is pretty much gonna blast a shit ton of arrows into the sky and is gonna rain down on your enemies. And then what's also gonna happen is it's gonna deal more damage if your enemies are poisoned. So because of that, and because Robin Hood's a very poisonous guy, he's very toxic. I say this in kind of a joking way and, you know, legitimate way, because this motherfucker's toxic online. Let me tell you, I've fought against toxic Robin Hoods all day. It was not fun, but thank goodness it didn't affect my my records. That's what you get for letting me use your account, buddy. And by that I mean, you know, my secondary account, which I used, and yeah, my secondary account is what holds off all this information, or all my data records and stuff. No, I will not tell you what it is, so fuck off. Although I will say, if you do manage to find it, it's not hard, you know, whatever. And yeah, but still, it's sub account, it's nothing, but all that's irrelevant. The final skill I will put on is Faceless King. This is a strengthening skill. It's pretty much it's a buff skill in a nutshell, really. This pretty much briefly turns you invisible, and your attacks are considered pretty much what's gonna happen is it's gonna double your attack damage. I think it's gonna add a multiplier to your attacks while you're invisible, which is also could be used to flee from combat as well. So there's another, you know, plus to it. And on top of that, I mean, your strikes may also inflict poison, which goes with the hunter's. So you can use those together, and oof. This has a cooldown of 25 seconds. It has no direct attack power, but it's still really fun to use. So, and this is where I say big boy pants out of the set, and choose between triple kick and shrapnel. I thought about adding the burst skill is also a archer class, but I mean, sure, you could shoot rapid arrows at once, pretty much machine gun fire it, which is really fun. But this is why I said I like pretty much all of his skills but one, and that is the nerve round. Otherwise, I think your last skill really doesn't matter. I just personally prefer I just like the entire idea of, you know, or flame grenades at people, because why not? And it's an area attack, but I think that although I might actually take that off, and I'm gonna actually sacrifice everything for the last archer upgrade, the last archer class skill, because this is also the catapult burst. Yes, it's very similar to Tomino's little flame attack you see me using throughout the match. Very good at getting combos up, and it's, you know, it's not massive amount of powers, but I mean, having like a machine gun that does like 5 damage compared to, you know, a shotgun which can do, you know, 15 damage. Sure, the shotgun has more base power to it, yes, which I'm referring to the shrapnel, but the reason why I'm saying this is because initially what's gonna happen here is, sure, you could do 15 base damage here, wait a few seconds, and, you know, do another 15, but by the time you get down to it, it's going to take longer to go and even out the scoring, really. To assume you can even do that, because you're doing like, let's say 5 damage per second compared to the 15 per second, so that's where I like saying, if you want for funsies, Shrapnel all the time. I swear to goodness, that's what I do for funsies. Otherwise, triple kick or the catapult burst, but because of the build I'm going to show you, I mean, this is where my skill set or the install skills are going to differ for the guy, is because I like changing everything, you know, not, you know, I just like doing all that stuff. And excuse me, can you, are you seriously that sensitive now? Shut up, stop spamming me, you stupid ass computer. Jeez. But no, guys, what's gonna really happen here is in the install skills, I'm gonna, you know, show you the base skills and then the double skills. So what I'm gonna put is, I'm gonna start off with the attack skills like I always do, and go from there. Really, Martial Blessing is pretty much a given. You might as well put Martial Blessing on all of them from now on. It's just because, you know, active skills are a big part of your character. And you really, if you don't use your active skills, you might as well just call it cosmetics, really. Because if all you use is sword, like yeah, let's say you're playing as Nameless and you're just swinging your swords, that's no different from playing as Charlemagne and swinging your sword. Sure, your combo may come out differently, or it may be smoother, or one may be physically faster at swinging, but ultimately, it's really just cosmetical reasons, and it's useless. Really, though, active skills is what defines your servant. So that's why I'm constantly putting Martial Blessing in there, no matter what, because Martial Blessing is pretty much game changer material. So, and it also, you know, shows off more of the, you know, base thing, like more character specifically over anything else. Next, we'll have the Clairvoyance. Increase attack range. Now, I'm gonna pull up the unique skills here so you can see. This is kind of, you can see kind of where, if you want to go and modify a little bit to try to match it, you know, you got Magic Resist, Independent Action, Sabotage, Tactics, and Golden Rule. But, I mean, that's just a little bit of that. Now this is where I would say, if you have it, put on another Clairvoyance. I like having that, I like having him with that extra distance, even if it may feel kind of useless to have the secondary Clairvoyance on him. It's still something better, because I don't remember actually how squishy this guy can be. So, and like I said, you don't throw a sniper in the middle of, you know, you can't throw them in the front line. They need to stay in the back of the map and, you know, fire there. And that's pretty much what Robin Hood does. That's honestly what he does. From there, this is where I say, where the hell is it? Because a lot of Robin Hood's active skills I equipped, and actually not just what I equipped on him to, or recommend on him, almost all his shit goes around poison. I kid you not. So I would throw in the extra attack poison, so that you could so there's more damage to that poison. And since it seems like whenever there's a poison attack, he has, it boosts up damage even more. So hey, but then again, that's just my personal thoughts and opinion. And from here, that's pretty much all you really need under attack. I would, like, usually I'd be like, put maybe a Guardian of the Moon, but here, no. Next, we'll move on to defense skills. Defense skills is pretty much going to dominate, and actually, I think I'm going to take off that extra Clairvoyance, and I'll say, leave that off for now. If you're following this guide, like, you know, step by step, take that off for the moment, just in case. Because this is where, you know, I do have multiple install skills sets I put on them, and, you know, And even if that's not the case, in case I want to double up on other skills, this is, you know, I take that off to double it up. So, anti-hero is something that you would definitely want to go and look into. So, because it increases base or your defense against servants, so pop that sucker in there. Next, I would put magic resistance. Because he has magic resistance as a unique skill, that's actually 11 now instead of the typical item of... Who I am coming from? Can you rephrase that question there? Patricia, I think? I want to say Patricia? I'm going to call you Pat. Nothing against, no gender related, nothing like that. I'm just going to call you Pat just because I can't pronounce your name correctly and I don't want to butcher it, so. Just kind of how you worded that, or just, it's confusing to me, so I would love to help you if I can understand this more, so. But magic resist is going to, until you put another comment and I see that, I'm going to continue on with what I have to say, and the guide, I'm not just going to sit here otherwise, but pretty much magic resist is like, although there's that chance of someone using it, it's still that ideal that you're going up against like Nero, who already has like flame attacks on her, so get more resistance against that, plus it don't hurt because maybe better. Maybe better. Okay, you are confusing the living hell out of me there, Pat. Maybe better. I am confused. And my confusion made me lose train of thought. Not really, not too much. Right, back to what I was saying, because this is confusing, trying to help this with, absolutely no idea of what I'm doing to help, so. And by that I mean, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to help you, so. But, pretty much, that's just it's just a bonus if, not really Australia. Okay, yeah, have fun typing that then, okay. Anyways, if you actually want something useful, have something useful to say instead of Australia, please tell me, but until then, have fun talking in the comments, or in the live chat. But, pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because of the bonus you have for the unique skill, that's why I'm putting the magic resist on, and I'm not just putting, like, I'm just generalizing it instead of putting one particularly to anything else, because they all kind of have a random elemental thing they usually use. Next, I would definitely put Obstinate in there. I always do. And if you have more, I would say, actually no, I think this would do just fine actually. Because here you're gonna, let me just move this around here. There we go. It bugs me not having them organized. There you have a decent, as much as you got on the attack, you still got on the defense, because both the defense and attack on him are even, and that's the way I like to keep it for him. Next, because he is, farther range, I mean, you'd be like, oh, for Imperial Privilege, Archer. I was about to say Assassin, but I stopped myself. And, this is a very good choice to put on. I recommend it highly because this increases, strengthens your long-range attacks. And, yeah, increasing your, long-range attacks damage is, good, because then you got Martial Blessing increasing your attack, or your active attack damage. Now you got that, which is the Archer thing, which is going to increase your, attack damage even more from there. And from there, it's all just going to pretty much pile up on damage. Pretty much like a sniper rifle. Like I said, high-powered, long range. That's how I like to do it. And then from here, I just would put on... This one was tricky because I wanted to Like, this has attack range on it. And I don't know why I keep confusing myself with what's what. But independent action would be something I'd put on here, but you don't really need it. Increasing your drive time is really unnecessary, but at that same point, this is where I say big boy pants. You could either put on a reduced earth for retreat purposes, or you could try to, you know, boost your power and defense up even. Actually, no, I'll just say independent action. You get the bonus for that, plus some. And if you notice, shit, actually, what's going on here? I think this is gaining plus more because I already have, like, I'm hitting multiple, like, I'm touching up on multiple unique skills at once, so I think that's what's touching this up even more. So ultimately, I chose independent action over reduced earth because yes, you can have that speed. However, this is going to increase your like drastically increase your damage resistance and your attack damage. So you could take a few hits to retreat to, you know, do that. Plus, if you do it correctly, retreating is easy to do. So throw that sucker together. This is our first set of attack. Now this is where we go and put together the some of the skills I decided to take off. This is where we say fuck it. This is where we put it together. Anti-hero and obstinate. Boom. Smack that sucker together. Now we've gone now if I'm not mistaken, there's actually a magic resistance. No, I just want regular magic resistance, jackasses. Anti-hero and magic. No, that's elemental. Damn it. Now I'm pretty sure if there is, I'm trying to remember because yeah, I don't think I put down anything toward it, but I don't think there is actually, because I think everything they have is elemental related. So, boom. But what's gonna happen here is, you know, we got that going for us. Next, I would put down a independent action and mana recovery. This, now what's nice about this one is you're still getting that +1 because you do have independent action on there, so you're gaining even more bonus toward the mana recovery. So instead of just what it typically would be, it's going up even more. And you got, you know, your defense and all that stuff still, and it's hitting the job of the independent action. Next, I would move down, and because I would recommend just taking off the Imperial Privilege Rider, or not Rider, but Archer, I would put that back up there with, I'm putting that back up there, but with the double skill to gain the benefits of that, really. To get 15% up instead, and that would equal things out a bit more. However, notice how I don't have that +2 on my independent action no more. If I'm not mistaken, if I was to take, let's say this, nope, it's a certain pair of classes. Here's the, no, okay, well then I just messed something up then. But pretty much what's gonna happen here is, where did I put it? It is shit, magic resist. It may just be the order shit, I don't even know anymore. But no, I don't know why there's like a +2 on it. There was clearly a +2 on us, I don't know how to read numbers now, but still. From here, I would say, back to double skills. This is where I would say, you know, question what else you want, because, you know, I said double skills dipped, because there's not very much more you could really put on him and change on this. However, I would take away the extra attack, poison, and pretty much put the double skill of that up there. Thus creating a 20 25 or 20, nothing, 10. And what's my yellow skills? Damn it. And my support skill I had, where is it? Independent action. Here you still got a general gist of what's going on. Now you may be like, why not try to find one with clairvoyance on it? And that you very well could do that, but at that same point you'd also be taken away from the benefits of the 10 plus 10 benefit to get that, and you'd be like, why not just find and add more, you know, add a martial blessing variation of it. I could easily do that, but you know, although I will actually say if you were to do that, I wouldn't, like, it's not that I wouldn't recommend it, it's just I personally think that this would not be a bad idea for a loadout, because it is what it is. But I think I might actually take that advice. I never put that down in my notes, but here we got 25% bonus, plus we got an extra wisdom, or wisdom of desperation, which increases attack power in enemy sectors, I do believe. So we got that, plus our attack range is increased by 0.1%, really. Not very much, but it's still a benefit. And you know, you're not hurting yourself in any way. And from here is pretty much a slight hit on everything else. You don't get that plus benefit to the others, but you still got the benefit in the long run. So from there, I click that, and that is our install skill set. Next, our costumes. Here we go. Guardian of the Forest, Robin's base costume. He looks like a bum. I was never too fond of this outfit, to be honest. I mean, it's not bad, but I've definitely seen worse. It's not about the simplicity of it, it's just I find the color scheme to be bad. That's pretty much it. Like, the color scheme on it sucks ass to me. Plus, I mean, that cape with that shirt, no. Just no. Next, Street Ranger. This is unlock the extra mission. And every time I see this, I make a damn joke. For anyone who has ever seen Hellsing Ultimate, it's another anime. There's a character named Pip, and if you here, I'm gonna zoom in, break everything up, and pretty much our boy Pip has the same colored hair. However, he has a giant braid in the back, and he has pretty much a cowboy hat on the entire time. And so, pretty much what I like to do is I make the joke, this is young Pip, just without the bandage on his nose. It's pretty much, it's just a run-on joke I have, because if you look, it looks like a 3D variation of that. So if you don't see it, then fuck off. Don't say nothing. Just shut up. But next we have the Robin, the Forest of the Forest Ninja. My personal favorite outfit of all the ones he has. I think he may have more DLCs, but I don't have them. I was hoping for the back of his thing to fly out more, to be honest, when I did that. But no, I mean, I like the general gist of it. Plus, you know, it feels more like he's, you know, it just feels more like something, a ninja, you know, he's a ninja. He goes around sneaking and stealing. That's what, you know. I like the fact that, you know, a ninja sneaking around. I just kind of like the concept of that, so. But, however, that does not have, like, a, you know, screen icon. Is just what it is. Oops, wrong one. And finally, the Mystic Code for our boy, and because for the most part I've kept this pretty even upon balancing him out, I actually thought to have the caster relic on him. I'm equipping that right now to so you can see it always, but pretty much the caster relic, it has a healing, a defense up, and it has a speed and attack up, so it's very well balanced. And let me hold that. Oops, no, that's archers. Let me pull up the active skills. I don't know what the active skill for the caster it does. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I didn't really look too much into it. But otherwise, I mean, this increases his noble phantasm as well for installs. Again, he's getting more independent action, which is one of his unique skills, so he's benefiting off that even more. So, plus you got mana recovery, so what the hell not? And that mana recovery is also boosted up a little more with the mana recovery from the double skills, so that is one of the big things. If I was to choose something for oops, why am I going up? If I was to choose something for Robin, I would definitely choose that, so he has his base defense still, he can heal himself, and he's pretty much gonna have the power and speed as well. So, and let me just show you when I'm in combat. Would you shut the fuck up? I mean, that... Plus, how do you not like that outfit? I mean, it's not too bad. Ah, he takes everything. That's funny. Just, fuck you. Get out of my face. Out of my face! I forgot how much fun that was, actually. How much fun I had while playing as him. Hold on. I'm looking at something. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Ah, fuck. So I'm gonna activate the 3 code casts right now so you can see how much power he's gonna... We're just so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure... No, I don't even have to activate those. Okay, I just took the jump and said that, you know, my side missions need to be done. I also like the... I'm also doing side missions to show you that even a common player is just trying to, you know, play the game throughout, you know, like just play it regularly and chose to play as Robin Hood will be like, okay, yeah, I want to get my side missions done, so that's why I also still display that. I don't say that, you know, during every stream, but still. I mean, his catapult burst skill, like I said, it's pretty much kind of like a Gatling gun in a way, just you don't fire for very long. The poison dart and excuse me, sir, can you not? Bad. Why is he here? That's not right. How is he here? I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be fighting, but I can't help but to look at this asshole. But I mean, he's really quick otherwise. Like, Robin's quick. How's it going, Rodney? If you came here to learn a little bit about Robin Hood, then yeah. I know there's been guides about every character, but they're like 6 minutes, and I feel like you can't learn nothing too useful. It's just a summary of the character, I feel, where this is a guide, so. But yeah, no, ultimately, he's got some great speed, and I mean, just all that damage that Nameless just took out just with a few hits, or just like the hit or so he had, is very questionable. But as you can tell, after comboing all these, you'll see that that little green is actually a poison. Like, that's naturally his poison thing. Now, what I do like about the poison arrowhead is it's actually a it pierces through enemies, like all around, just pierces through all of them. Eddie, I swear to goodness. Yeah, watching a guy for a game you don't play. That is very funny. Are you that bored to watch this, or? I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna pause this real quick so I don't get my ass handed to me. I don't want to mix, you know, games up. So yeah. No, so a friend of mine actually joined the stream for a game he doesn't even play. What a dumbass. But then again, I can't say I'm not any better. I've done that for him as well, so. Hope you said the point. Fuck off. Actually, I wanna show off real power here. Watch and learn. Huh. Neat. Nowhere close to as strong as it should be. Definitely not one of the worst. You know, after replaying this guy, he's not as bad as I remember him to be. I see you. That's always funny. Although yes, you can see the character fairly, but still, it is what it is. I mean, he is a weak character, I will say. I don't care. He's weak. If you got a problem with that, take it out with the game makers, not me. I didn't make it. Oh, I actually have something to do here. Oh yeah, this game definitely is. It's cool. If you played games like Dynasty Warriors, then you know you would enjoy this game. Oh shit! I'm not that good. I don't care how good I think I am. I'm not that good to go and fight against someone this strong while weakened. On second thought, maybe I am. Alright, where's the aggressors? That is one of the biggest problems, though, I think, about this guy is his attack, his drive attack skill, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't even care. It's very limited down to, like, it's a small area blast, and it's just an area blast instead of like a general direction. He's got his cons to it. Actually, I want to defeat that bitch because, yeah, I don't like being weak. That's all he does is he sticks his arm out. Jeez, this guy's cocky. Instead of blowing shit up, I think you should get back on land before you fall. Which, no, I mean, that was actually disappointing. His Snow Phantasm is nowhere close to being as strong as some of the others, but he is still far range, and I might be able to annoy the shit out of people with him online if I do this correctly. I mean, sure, he's not doing massive amount of damage, but that could be turned into a that can be a rush skill. Neat. Alright, once I get done here, I mean, I might join you. Oh, Medusa. Ooh, these are going to be hard to do. I mean, And just by watching, someone who's played as much as I have, I'm definitely saying I'm definitely not too much in the combat itself. I'm definitely backlaning everything. Come on, kill them all. Did I get it? Tell me I got it. Thank goodness, that was gonna be a bitch to get. I mean, he's strong, but he's definitely back lane. Like, his power only comes to him when he's not balls out powerhousing it. I mean, yeah, that's just kind of how he is. I'm not gonna lie, telling you, oh, this guy is, great. No, he's exceptional. I will say that, guaranteed. He is exceptionally good. His power is exceptional. I mean, he's not flashy, but he's still fun to play as. And I'm just gonna get rid of all this. I'm gonna stick my hand out. I mean, sure, he was strong enough to take out Shadow Servants, but shut up. Wait, that's it? Damn, this actually took less time than I thought it would. Damn, I still need to take out more enemies, so I'm gonna continue fighting. If you can't tell, I already do, and I do enjoy his barrage skill. Like I said, I enjoy all of his skills but one, because it's useless. Bitch, leave me alone. Oh shit, that didn't work. Wait, does that work on her? Shit, that don't work on the servant. Shit. It works on normal enemies, not servants though. I forgot to mention that. I forgot that myself completely because but yeah, I didn't take notes of that one, so shit. I'm also trying to kind of retreat in a way from her without killing her. I know if I kill her, then I won't get my last objective, and that's not good. So, I will say his barrage move does not last nearly as long as Tom knows. Oh shit, I almost fell off. 3,000 enemies. Oh, I want these out. Fuck off, get off me. No means no. Oh, you already took it over. Okay. Yeah, oh shit, 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 run! Run, bitch, run! Definitely powerful. Like, he's decent. I don't know what else to say about him, because, yeah, that like I said before, that's like the problem beforehand. Like, I mean, he's fun to play as, but he's still very, I don't have too much of an impression on him. But then again, I'm not too much of an archer class servant anyways. I prefer using other things. Why are you back, lady? Take the fucking hint. No means no. Oh, that was flashy. That's a fun. Boom. Don't rush her. I don't need her dead yet. I will say that the barrage move is definitely crowd control. I think I'm good to end the match. I'm gonna jump the gun. It's gonna kill me. Although I do like this pose, I will say that. It's always been one of those fun things. Sassy. Oh, barely, but still cool. Damn it, I'm hoping to get my thing already. No, I don't want to save yet. Suck my dick. Oh, that's done. Oh, cool, I just need, like, what? Yeah, 3 more missions, and maybe I might be done with this. Hopefully, I get done with this. Ugh. We. That's pretty much the general gist about Robin. I don't know why I went into this again. Let's see if I can't find something on a PvP match here, cause yeah, that's what I do here. Why does it block that, knowing that? Whatever. Just whatever, game. Yes, block something that's... Nope, no one's... Okay. No, don't create a room. Dicks. Could not find room. Well, here another demo just here. I will make a room. I will wait for someone, and if they don't come back, you know, I don't find someone, then yeah. Tough luck, no Robin Hood battle. So, oh yeah, I forgot Sunboy. You are, oh, you're right there. Still don't know how they fucking organize this. You could do that? You could sort them via bond level? Bond level don't even matter here. What the hell? That's cool though. Actually, I kind of like it. Sort it like this. Although, shit. Maybe. What now? I don't even know how this works. Alright, cool. Look at that. My preset's legit. The preset is exactly what I was gonna put on them. Ain't that funny? The preset is his thing. That is funny as hell though. Yeah. Well, because his preset's pretty much what I was gonna recommend to you anyways, there's no damn need to do that. Boom. Okay. Alright, so because of how limited this shit is, I swear, I will say, on PvP, this is where my online build would definitely differ. I would put Reduced Earth here, another Independent, and Imperial Privilege in. Oh, that's a burst attack. The fuck is a burst attack? Shit. Next, I would say Martial Blessing still, because I always have Martial Blessing, and Anti-Hero, Obstinate, and there's actually no sort of, just magic resist, which is actually a bit of a pain in the ass. Because of this, I would say Spirit Slayer. That is the final skill, because we're in PvP, and yeah, that's what we're fighting is against enemies, so yeah, do more damage against the enemies. Yeah, that's the general build. I'm not gonna, you know, I was gonna say I'm not gonna read it, but still, we got Imperial Privilege, Reduced Earth, and Impended Action, Martial Blessing, Clairvoyance, Anti-Hero, Spirit Slayer, and Obstinate. And I need to, boom. It would be a 15, 15, 10, and yep. And his weapon, his item I would put on him is the War-Tested Mercury Catalyst. It gives him power, defense, and he still gets to heal, and there's nothing else about it. Because fucking shield of protection and shit like that for the fairy band just suck ass. This is giving you one more of the thing plus defense, so just in case you need it. I would say to put the increased range, the dimensional sword, but this bitch is already built on range, so that's what I would throw, fucker, and there is still nobody here. Shoot me, would you? Well, if I don't find some idiot to join me within the time it takes me to close this out, well, not like literally, like, you know, say the rest of what I'm gonna say in the video, I will first like to give a shout out to a close friend of mine. Actually, he's a really cool guy, great in GTA. Like, I've seen some pretty good players, and you know, he's really good at what he does, and what he does is suck a few dicks. But I mean, being completely serious, he's a great guy, and I mean, just a shout out to my buddy Mega Shot, Mega Shot Rocket. I would give a, you know, shout out to him, because yeah, great friend. I've met some people over the years, and he's one of those very few friends I've kept on my list no matter what, because that's just how good of friends we are. While I went through my list, we are, you know, the very few friends, you know, I've had with me that, you know, I've continued playing with. So I'd like to give him a shout out, and I'd actually like to go and give a shout out to Soul Warrior, because yeah, badass player, and yeah, I will be right back. But yeah, guys, from here, I would say, you know, I would just like to thank him as a friend, and make a for just being a great friend, actually. And hopefully you guys might actually be lucky enough to run into him on games like GTA or whatever else he plans on doing within his time. I mean, he's a great guy, really fun. I would just like to say most of, you know, like the trash talk I said to him, I was joking. Like, that's just kind of what I do. Like, if you watched any previous stream of mine, you'll see that I mess around. Like, I talk trash about my friends all the time, whether I'm streaming or not. I don't change the way I do things because, what, I have a recording on? No. But ultimately, he's still a good guy, so... Even if he did call me an a-hole and stuff like that, you know, he's still a cool guy. So, he just note that I am just playing with you. From there, I would say, so she's a, I don't want to say she, but I think her avatar on PlayStation is a woman. I think. Either which way, I mean, I'm very good at the game, and unfortunately, it looks like she's not going to be able to make it here. Oh well. But that's just the general gist of how I would play Robin. I can't give you a PvP because what PvP is there to do, but still. With that, guys, I'm going to call it and say, yep. And that's how I would play Robin. That's the best methods I've seen, and so far I think this is the shortest guide I have seen, I have made, because I don't really have an opinion on them. It's just, these guys take about an hour. These things take about an hour to, you know, go over every little topic, and yeah. From here, I say I hope you guys learned something, and anyone who hasn't played the game, actually, and who's just watching this because whatever, great game, I recommend buying it. So, I will see you guys in the next stream, which I am actually psyched about doing. Before I leave, I'm gonna talk about how much I actually enjoy the next character we're doing. There's no need to be online no more. Now, there's no doubt that, based off of how I'm playing the game, yeah, that's the next level. That don't even matter. But based off of how I've been playing and doing each guide, it's not like I'm randomly coming out with, you know, my favorite servants first or characters and then, you know, whatever, or playing as my least favorite. I've done it in a specific order for a reason, and as you probably guessed by seeing this list already, I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna just go to my room this time, but I've guided the last, I want to say the 6 characters out of all 16, and the most popular character I've played as, even on this account with my 98 battles. Holy shit, I don't even know I played as him that much. The cross-dresser himself. The one guy I probably guarantee is going to go longer than anybody else because I have so much I could talk about this guy for hours, actually. So that is who we're going for next, and I know there's a group of people probably who waited so long to see this guide, and fuck it, actually I got nothing else to do today. What? Just wait for quarantine to end? Yeah, that's pretty much all we have to do. So yeah, from here, after that we're gonna go and cover this guy, and my hour and some on here is not gonna be nothing compared to how much time this guy's gonna have. So I will see you guys later, and for those looking forward to this guy, here he is, my #1 played character.